So today I'm going to be doing a story time. Typically I don't like to share like my personal business or whatever, but I will be changing the names for the purpose of this video just because I don't want to, you know, let you guys know the people. This story time is basically going to be about the time that I caught the person that I was talking to. I basically caught him slipping, and I caught him taking another girl on a date. So if you guys want to know anything, or if you guys are interested in any details about my hair, you can check out my previous video. But as for everything else, I'm about to get into the story time. So I'm gonna get right into it. So basically, I had a friend named Michelle, right? I'm just gonna use the name Michelle as an example because I don't want to say her real name. So me and Michelle were cool, and we've been cool. We've been friends, like good friends, since high school basically, and we never stopped talking after high school ended. So me and Michelle were cool, but we decided that we wanted to go out and get drinks, like get margaritas. And this was like, I don't know, this is a while ago. So we decided to get drinks and margaritas at this place called Blockheads in the city. I don't know if you guys been, but the food was alright, but that drink was good though, whatever. So we were talking, and at the time she was talking to somebody named Marcus. So I'm just gonna use Marcus, right? So Marcus and Michelle were talking, and Marcus had a friend named Tyrone, right? So Tyrone had asked Marcus, like, did he have any friends, you know, to put him on. Now at the time I wasn't talking to anybody, so it was like whatever. It really wasn't, I didn't take anything seriously. I was just, I don't know what I was doing, but I certainly wasn't talking to anybody, so it was fine. So I saw a picture of Tyrone, and like, he was okay looking. He really wasn't my type, like, but I was like, okay, I'm just gonna see, you know, because you never know. I didn't want to be closed-minded, so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna talk to him and see where it goes. So I'm like, okay, Tyrone is okay looking, he knows how to dress. So, you know, he was okay in the face. He was like dark skinned. He was cute, kinda, you know, he was alright. So Michelle was like, okay, I'm gonna give Tyrone your Instagram. Now I had already been following the person that she was talking to, Marcus, on Instagram, but I didn't know that she was talking to him until she showed me the picture, and I'm like, oh, I know who Marcus is, right? But I had never seen Tyrone before at all, never seen him. So when I saw him, I'm like, okay, whatever, we'll. So he basically followed me on Instagram that same night, and he DM'd me, and he was like something corny, like, hey gorgeous, something really corny. And he replied to my pictures like with like the weak face. I'm gonna put the little emoji that he used. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, hey, what's up? Like, it wasn't like, oh my god. I'm not easily impressed by people hitting me up or like inboxing me or DMing me, because I get those type of DMs all the time. So really, it really wasn't like you know, I'm not impressed by that, you know what I mean? So I was just like, hey, what's up? Probably like put a little heart, but I didn't think anything of it. So we started texting, and he just was giving me like great vibes. Like, we talked every single day through text, but apparently he didn't like FaceTime. So that was already strike one, because I'm just like, why don't you like to be on FaceTime? Like, that's mad weird. And mind you, he went away to school. So he went to a school upstate, but not really upstate, it's in Long Island. He went to school there, and so yeah, he went to school there, and I could not see him as often as I wanted to because I'm also in school, and he would come back on the weekends. He would come home on the weekend, right? So yeah, I would only see him on the weekends, but the thing was, we never went on a date.
Like, we never went on a date. We never actually
went out to a restaurant and sat down and ate together. Like, we would always just link up at his house and watch Netflix. Like, we would never go on dates. Like, it was so weird. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I must have been smoking crack, because I don't know why I would allow him to. That's not the point. So anyway, we never went on a date. But we were so cool that I honestly didn't really care because he was so cool. Like we got along so well. We would always just have so much to talk about. We would laugh. It was cool. Like he was very, I will say, like he was a very nice person. Like it was never any disrespect, you know, coming from him. So yeah, so basically after a couple months, maybe like a month, I'll say, I had seen him maybe like 2 times, or I had went to his house maybe like 2 times, and he at the time claimed that he didn't have a job. So I'm like, so how you getting money but you don't have a
job? So I'm like, so how you getting money but you don't have a job?
I thought that was very weird, and I thought it was very strange. But when you dealing with, you know, when you're not really supposed to ask a person how they get their money, you're supposed to just like chill. And like, I don't normally like to ask how you get your money because that's not my business. But at the same time, if me and you are talking and I'm asking you to take me out, which I shouldn't even be asking, guys. This is the old me, so please don't judge me. I'm just telling you guys a story time to give you guys some advice on what you should not do, because I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what I was smoking. I don't even smoke, but I don't know what I was thinking, but it really wasn't it. So anyway, so long story short, like we were continuing to talk, and I had brought up to him the fact that we had never went out to eat before. So he was like, oh, he's gonna say to me, oh, the reason why we haven't went nowhere is because most of the time when I come home from school, like I had to use my money to pay for like my laundry. We will have to pay for my transportation when I go to school. So now, before you guys judge me, if you looked at Tyrone's Instagram, you would never know.
You would never know
that this man didn't have any money. Like you would never know by looking at his Instagram, because honestly, his Instagram, he was like a little bit, you know, he had like, it wasn't like he had like drip like crazy, but like he knew how to dress and he always had himself well put together. So when I saw his Instagram, I never thought to myself like, wow, he's a bum. But let me tell you guys something, okay? Just because they look a certain way on Instagram does not mean that that's how they are in person. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. So please do not be mistaken. So let me hurry up because I have to go and I'm trying to get the story out. So basically we were talking, and he has, for some reason, like we got into an argument and then we stopped texting. But you know, we had still not gone anywhere, and that was our main issue. Like I would always complain to him like, yo, when you come home on the weekend, we need to go out. Like I don't know what's the problem. And he would always
be like, oh, I don't know, I'm trying to save my money up, da da da, whoop whoop.
And it wasn't that I was being thirsty, but it was just like me and him were talking, to my understanding. We talked every single day. We were talking, like, and we would talk about everything, and that was what our agreement was. Like it was supposed to be just me and him talking. So I didn't understand, like, if me and you are dating, why are you not taking me out on dates? And I just felt like, I'm not a bum, I'm not a ugly girl, so you should be happy seeing me on a date. I just felt like it was outlandish to me. I never experienced anything like it. I was just like, I hate this, like this is terrible. But I liked his personality so much that I stuck around. Big mistake. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
So anyways, guys, after that, me and him had stopped talking for a minute, but I had went to go see my friend Bianca in Long Island for like, I think it was like winter break, so I stayed with her at her house for the week, and me and him had stopped talking. But like I kept posting pictures of, like, you know, me looking cute because I wanted him to hit me up. Toxic, I know, don't do that, they don't care. Anyways, I posted pictures of myself trying to be cute, and come to find out, I checked Tyrone's story, and guess where he was at? Guess where he was at? He took some girl out to eat, to BBQs, and he took a picture, and it was like a little boomerang. Like, you know how it's like the boomerang? I don't have a cup, but it was like, this was like the drink, and it was like, but it was like this, because you can only see like the nails. and like the bottom of her face. So I said, I know. Anyway, so I was just like, I know that he is not taking this girl on a date. So anyways, basically what happened was I was livid. When I tell you guys I was livid, I was sick to my stomach, because I'm just like, yo, I've been complaining to you for how many months to taking me on a date, and you're telling me that in the week span that we haven't been talking, you went and took somebody to BBQs. Now granted, BBQs is like McDonald's. Like BBQs is not a date really, because it's really not that expensive, and honestly BBQs is not, it's not like the best. Like BBQs is regular, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying it's not cute, whatever, but to me BBQs was not a date. But at the same time, it was just like the fact that you had took her out that really pissed me off. So at this time, I don't think that me and Tyrone were still speaking, but we had started talking some way. I think that he might have replied to my story or something. It was such a toxic situation, you guys. Like, we would go on and off, talking, not talking. And I don't know why I was doing that, but I really don't recommend that. Like, it was a mess, and I don't know what I was doing at that time in my life, but it was a big mistake. So anyway, so yeah, so I was like, oh, you taking to BBQs? Like, he was like, oh, I took me and my friend went to BBQs after work. Because at this time, this is why I was pissed off, because at this time he had got a job, you know, working at some type of, like, he was doing security or something like that, whatever. He had got a job, and that's why I was pissed off, because I'm like, yo, you said that on winter break when you got home we were gonna start to do stuff together, because we hadn't been seeing each other and everything was going on. So he gonna say, oh, it was just my coworker, or it was just my friend, we went out to eat, it was nothing like that, blah blah blah. So I'm like, I just found it to be so weird. So I proceeded to go off on him, and I'm just like, how dare you? Like, I've been asking you to go places for months and you have enough nerve to take somebody to BBQs. I was pissed off. So after that, honestly, like, we had just not spoken, but like he kept hitting me up. Like I would ignore him and he would be like trying to hit me up, trying to get me to come over to his house, trying to get me to chill with him, and I would just be telling him, no, like, I'm not chilling with you no more, because you're a liar. Like, you lied to me about not having money, then you lied to me about how you went on a date with this girl, and then you told me that it was just your friend, and I just felt like that was disrespectful, because me and you were supposed to be talking. And so yeah, like, basically after that I kind of had to cut him off, because we had been talking for a minute and I couldn't believe that he went on a date. Like, that really goes to show you, like, it's not even that they don't have it, or it's not even that they don't want to give it, it's just not for you. So I was mad, and basically months later, me and Michelle, we were laughing about it, like, yo, he was really a bum and his friend was a bum too. Like just, you could be a bum and still have money in your pocket. It's very possible, because that's basically what he was. I felt like he was a bum because he knew that me and him had a good bond, but the bond wasn't enough for him to do what he needed to do to keep me around, and I sat there like an idiot and entertained it. Imagine that. So yeah, guys, I just want to give you guys a word of advice. Please do not entertain situations like that. Like, if he is not taking you out on a date and it's been a month that you guys have been speaking, he's not interested in you. He does not want to make you his girlfriend. He is not trying to talk to you, and he is talking to other girls. And I did find out that Tyrone was talking to other girls while me and him were speaking. And so, like, all of that all together, and the fact that every time I would leave him, he would try to make it seem like I was being crazy, when really he was a psychopath, because he would always try to contact me. He wouldn't leave me alone, and he would always be trying to link me, and I would tell him, no, like, I'm done with you. Like, please do not entertain that. I don't know what I was thinking, but I just wanted to share that story time with you guys, because I was really flabbergasted, and I couldn't believe this man took this girl on a date. Like, could you believe that? But anyways, if you made it to the end of this video, I hope that you have already liked and you've already subscribed to my channel, because I know people have been watching my videos but they haven't been subscribing. So please make sure you get that done, and I will definitely have more story times coming. I got stories for days. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed, and yeah.